Okay, and welcome to the WSJM Morning Show video live stream for Monday, August 25th at 7 a.m. I'm Ken Lundberg. Here with me is Mike Weibel. Happy Monday morning to you, Mike.
Happy Monday morning, Ken.
We were talking a moment ago about curling irons no longer being allowed in your packed bags if a curling iron or a flat iron, if it's powered by a gas cartridge or butane.
Yeah, that still just rocks me.
This is on airplanes for TSA because
how would that even be a good idea? Like standing in the bathroom with butane wrapped around your hair. It's just not good.
Okay, we're a couple of guys, so we don't know the beauty things, right? But I'm going to look it up right now. So let's see, butane powered curling. Yeah, they're all over the place. Butane powered curling irons. Amazon sells them.
Of course they do.
They have a huge selection of them. Conair makes them. It's called the Thermacell cordless. Yeah, they're just cordless. So you don't have to have an outlet. I mean, think about the kids on the go. They need a curling iron.
Of course they do. Yeah. And nothing like your 7-year-old with a butane curling iron.
Nothing can go wrong there, especially if you think about it. You get a butane curling iron and you've got flammable hairspray.
Right.
Nothing can go wrong.
No.
Talk about hair on fire. But no, the reason we're talking about it is the Transportation Safety Administration has added new items to the don't pack this in your checked baggage list. And among them, curling irons or flat irons powered by gas cartridges or butane. And so I guess we're a little ignorant in the ways of beauty styling using butane cartridges.
And I'm okay with that.
Good morning, and thanks for joining us. As we start out the week, a reminder that we've got school kids on the road, whether they're driving themselves or they're in the big yellow buses. Be careful and remember the rules around school buses. Amber lights means they're right about to stop. Don't try to zoom past them. They're giving you a warning that they're about to stop. They're within 200 feet of their stop. 200 feet is not very far.
No.
When you're driving like that.
No.
And then in the red lights, you're not allowed to pass unless there's a divided median and you're oncoming. Right. If there's like a big old grass section in between your roadway and the roadway where the bus is, then you can pass. But if you're on the same side of the road as the bus, no passing.
Right.
No passing.
So what about like red arrow, where it's not divided? 4 lanes, not divided.
I mean, I would follow the law, which is you got the red, but I can't imagine that they're stopping on that. They're probably turning off on side roads if you're a bus, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think they're making pickups. Somebody correct us.
Yeah.
If any bus drivers, if you have stops on Red Arrow Highway, and likewise, if you're law enforcement
direction, do you have to stop?
You have to stop. Absolutely, you have to stop.
But if you're 3 lanes over?
Well, kids are crossing the street to get to the other side of the street because the bus isn't going to make U-turns. That's the biggest danger, right? It's not the kids who are getting off and just going right there on your side of the road. It's the kids who are having to cross the street through traffic.
I guess so.
Curmudgeon.
That's always the thing I think about, like red arrow.
You ever see a bus on there?
Yeah.
Oh, was stopped with lights?
Yeah.
Did you stop?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Because, I mean, for the very reason of, I don't want to be that guy that runs over a kid. That's never a good place.
No, nobody wants to be that guy. Good morning, Bill. Good morning, Teresa. Good morning, others on the video live stream. Good morning, Stephanie. We've got to get to some local news here in just a moment. It is Monday, August 25th. We've got the hardest working states survey coming up in just a couple of minutes. But we've got to get to some local news first and your weather forecast. Do be advised that there's some rain out there, and we do expect some lake effect rain showers today, tonight, and into tomorrow, believe it or not. Lake effect rain showers. So we'll talk about those things and more in just a couple of minutes on WSJM.
Just need some extra cash to help us get by.
Maybe we should go to 27cash.com.
With our bad credit,
27cash.com is one of the largest personal loan networks. They can help people with any type of credit get up to $5,000, and cash can hit our bank account as soon as tomorrow.
When you need extra cash, go to 27cash.com. That's 27cash.com. 27cash.com.
WSJM News now. Team coverage from the WSJM newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
7:05, it's the WSJM morning show on your rainy start to the work week, Monday, August 25th. I'm Ken Lundberg, and here with me is Mike Weibel. It's 58 degrees in Benton Harbor right now under partly cloudy skies. Same in partly cloudy in St. Joseph right now, where it's 61 degrees. 58 in South Haven. New Buffalo is 60. Niles, 55 degrees. Also 55 degrees at the South Bend International Airport, where you can expect light rain in the next hour. Just some lake effect rain happening, believe it or not. Partly sunny skies are expected today, but we're going to keep that chance of lake effect rain showers hanging around today. A high today is expected to be around 70 degrees, and winds out of the northwest 10 to 15 miles per hour, gusting to 20 miles per hour. Tonight's forecast, partly cloudy, a slight chance of lake effect rain showers continuing, a low overnight of 53. And then Tuesday, we're still looking at maybe some partly sunny skies and maybe some lake effect rain showers, and a high tomorrow around 70. It's the first day of school for many school children in our region, and so do be careful, please. And remember the rules around buses. Don't pass them if their lights are on. If the red lights are on, for sure. The amber lights are on, that means they're about 200 feet away from their stop. And so you don't want to start gunning it and going real fast or anything along those lines. It means slow down, caution, wait your turn, and follow the law and save a life at the same time. All right, we've got news from the WSJM newsroom. Health officials say a West Michigan resident has died from West Nile virus. One of 3 cases reported in the state this year. It was the county's first human case this season. Officials did not immediately release the person's age, gender, or name. The Kent County Health Department's Kathy Armstrong says most people infected with the West Nile virus show no symptoms.
But what we're most concerned about are people, which less than 1% are included in this. They get what we call neuroinvasive symptoms, which are very severe symptoms that can cause lifelong problems or death, and they include things like confusion, memory loss, high fever, paralysis.
Armstrong says severe illness is rare but possible. Officials confirmed the person who died was an adult and had an underlying medical condition before contracting the illness. Residents are urged to continue using insect repellent, wear long sleeves, and eliminate standing water to reduce mosquito exposure. Get rid of the breeding grounds.
That's right.
Yeah, tires. Got them hanging out in your front yard, throw them away.
Anything that could be a mosquito love shack.
Yeah, exactly. Love shack. Anyway, 28 officers.
Shack, baby.
Oh, boy. 28 officers across Michigan, including 2 from Berrien County, have completed the state police team school liaison training. The program, short for Teaching, Educating, and Mentoring, prepares officers to better support schools. Chickiming Township Deputy Chief Jason Rowe says their department sent Officer Justin Hagman of River Valley Schools through the program.
First and foremost is school security. That is their primary mission, but that doesn't take up a bulk of their time. Most of their time is spent interacting with the students and staff, and the team's training provides age-based educational programs on a variety of different topics, all the way from kindergarten through seniors, so they can teach the same topic at the appropriate grade level.
Rose says the training will allow Hagman to teach lessons on bullying, vaping, and social media safety. Another liaison officer from Niles also graduated the program. Area State Representative Brad Paquette says Kellogg's recent pledge to remove artificial dyes from its cereals by the year 2027 is encouraging, but he still remains cautious that they'll actually follow through. Paquette joined protests at the company's headquarters last year calling for change. He says he'll believe it when he sees it.
They also made these promises in years past. That's one of the reasons why we went to Kellogg's and we were bringing the 400,000 petitions to their doorstep, because they had already promised this, a while back. And, so pushing it back, one of the things that they're conceding is that they're allowing these toxic dyes to be, in their cereals for the time being. Like, that's okay. And I get how the transition to natural food and vegetable flavorings and colorings, I know that that's a process, but we've heard promises before.
The company's commitment came in a letter recently to Texas Attorney General's their office. Paquette has sponsored legislation to bar school lunches from including several synthetic ingredients. That bill cleared the House. It's still awaiting Senate consideration. And finally, the Women's Business Center at Cornerstone Alliance is preparing its annual Elevate celebration in honor of National Women's Small Business Month. The event will be held in October at Silver Harbor's Union and Social in St. Joe. The center's Brandy Jacquez says it's about recognizing women entrepreneurs and the role they play in Southwest Michigan.
According to the 2024 Wells Fargo Impact on Women-Owned Business Report, women-owned business are more than 14 million women-owned businesses, which represent about 39% of all businesses in the United States.
This year's program will honor graduates of the center's new Business Plan Certified program and feature a keynote speaker.
We have Sarah Jolly from Jolly Orchards and also the Bainbridge Beverage Company. For those that don't know her, she is a strong female entrepreneur. She also serves her community on a number of boards.
The event will also include a luncheon and dessert from local business Bake Effect. Tickets are available now. We have a link on our website and more information at WSJM.com. It's 7:10. It's the WSJM Morning Show. I'm Ken Lundberg. Here with me is Mike Weibel. We'll start talking about a whole slew of things, including whether or not Michigan's a hardworking state. The people of Michigan.
We know the answer to that.
Well, we think we know the answer, but there's a survey that might say otherwise.
Yeah. And if it doesn't list us as number one, they're probably from.
I'm just thinking Indiana or Illinois are the ones who conducted the survey. So,
exactly. I was going to say Indiana.
We'll talk about that in just a moment right here on the WSJM Morning Show.
Sports on the.
That's just your opinion, though.
Right. Totally.
Indiana.
Totally.
All right.
We do have stations in Indiana.
We do. And they're fine stations and fine people. Absolutely.
Fine stations, even though if they say nasty things about us because we're a better state.
That's Michigan pride right there talking. Right. Michigan pride.
Oh, where do you live? I live in Michigan. Whereabouts? Oh, St. Joe, Traverse City, Grand Rapids. Where do you live in Indiana? Indianapolis. Well, where? Outside of it. That's all there is to talk about. Indianapolis.
No comment. Lashing out at our Indiana friends.
Right.
Who, by the way, I love it when they call our region Michiana.
Yeah, Michiana.
That drives me nuts.
It does me too.
Just drives me nuts. Because, the origin, if I haven't mentioned this before, the origin of the whole Michiana name for the region, as used by media sources, who shall remain nameless, came from a contest that they ran. Hey, what should we call this region in our news coverage? And they put out a whole slew of things, and they came up with Michiana. Now, there's a place in Michigan called Michiana. Yeah. I think it's Michiana Shores, right?
Yeah.
And I respect that. It's a great name.
So somebody just stole it.
Kinda, yeah. Yeah. It's like, well, don't confuse us. I mean, heck, look at Texas. They can't even redistrict right.
Right.
Now we've got two states trying to make one thing.
So something like that. So I was thinking it was in third grade.
I know there are bigger things to worry about, like
Roosevelt.
3-1 Atlas, 3.
Right. Roosevelt Elementary. In our first day of school, we were told we needed to come up with a school mascot.
Oh, okay.
So there's a week-long contest of coming up with the name, the mascot, and some type of a design.
Oh, okay.
The kid that won, his name is Sean Gackey.
Okay, Sean.
Sean lives in Texas, but anyhow, his dad totally drew it up. So we were the Roosevelt Raiders.
Yeah.
He just stole the logo from the
Oakland
Raiders.
Yeah, probably Oakland
and put
at that
Roosevelt over Oakland. And he won.
Oh.
And all of us were like, okay, we understand he cheated, but how would you choose the one that everybody knows he cheated? So we were the Roosevelt Raiders, and that never stuck.
Was it like black and silver also?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was bad.
Okay.
I'm not bitter about it.
No, I can tell.
Engraved in my memory is wrong.
What did you want to do? Like the Roosevelt Seahawks or something like that?
No, I can't remember. But we worked on it after school for my friend Paul Luker and I used to get together after school and we draw.
Nice.
And he turned out to be a commercial artist. He's in advertising, very successful. But we would draw. So we came up with these ideas. In fact, you remember when I was a kid, there was baseball cards, obviously, but then there was also things called Wacky Packs.
Wacky Packs. No, what were those?
So Wacky Packs were the same type of. It was cards like a baseball card, and it had gum in it.
Okay,
but it was always like a cartoon spoof
Yeah.
on some product.
Okay.
And it was usually gross, and it was
Yeah,
you know.
I remember those.
Yeah.
I remember those.
So we used to make our own Wacky Pack cards and then send them in for ideas.
Oh,
So we would get like 6 or 12 of them, and we'd send them in. Occasionally, they would send us a note that basically like said, "Hey, thank you for your submission. Stop." And
what kind of stuff were you making fun of
I mean,
or mocking up?
yeah, when you at fourth or fifth grade, I mean, we
Okay.
were making fun of everything,
Just like we do here.
right? But it was anything that was potty humor, any of that stuff.
Do you remember the Garbage Pail Kids or whatever those?
Yeah.
Those were fun.
Yeah.
Those were fun trading cards. Same thing, basically.
same
Kind of
principle.
like Mad Magazine.
Right?
Did you ever read Mad Magazine?
Sure.
Or Cracked and that kind of thing?
Alfred E. Newman.
Yeah, that's good stuff. What me worry? Okay. All right, we've got more to talk about. Did you know you know what a screwworm is?
No.
Yeah, apparently they found the first human case of screwworm, New World screwworm in the United States. It's not a good thing. It's mostly in like cattle, but
Okay.
but they found it in a human now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that. We got a couple minutes here. All right, WSJM Morning Show continues, and we'll get to the hardest working states in the union coming up next.
Many does create real impact. That is the power of one.
To be that one person, visit uwsm.org. Help support what matters right here at home.
Partly cloudy skies today. We'll see off and on lake effect rain showers, and temperatures are going to be in the 60s all day with high temperatures right around 68. Breezy tonight. We drop down to 53. Still a chance of a few rain showers, and tomorrow partly sunny. A few lake effect rain showers. High temperatures again in the mid and upper 60s. I'm WSBT 22 Chief Meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
The Morning Show with Ken Lundberg on WSJM.
7:16 WSJM Morning Show continues. I'm Ken Lundberg. Here with me is Mike Weibel. It's 58 degrees and cloudy in Benton Harbor right now, 60 and cloudy in St. Joseph, and 55 with a chance of rain in the next hour for Dowagiac. The first human case of flesh-eating parasite, New World screwworm, has been detected in the United States. You thought I was making that up.
New World screwworm.
New World screwworm.
Wow.
Has been detected in the United States, according to the Department of Health and Human Services. The case, related to a person who had recently traveled to El Salvador, was confirmed to be screwworm by the CDC in early August. The risk to public health in the United States from this introduction is very low. Nothing to see here. Very low.
So what happened to the old world screwworm?
I don't know. It got full. It stopped eating. Reuters reported last week, citing U.S. beef industry sources, that a person in Maryland contracted the parasite after visiting Guatemala. It's unclear whether that report concerns the same case. Other media sources have contacted the Department of Health and Human Services and authorities in Maryland, but had not yet received a response. The parasite is the larva of the New World screwworm fly, which can devastate cattle herds and is all over the place in parts of Central America, including Mexico. It's often thought to destroy thousands of household pets and wildlife alike. There were serious outbreaks in the 1980s and the 1990s in Central America. It was eradicated, but then it returned. It was thought to be eradicated because obviously if it was, it would be gone. But it was thought to be eradicated, but only to return 2 years later. U.S. Secretary of Agriculture Brooke Rollins traveled to Texas to announce a 5-part plan earlier this month, to combat the screwworm. This includes plans to breed billions of sterile screwworm flies and dump them from the air over southern Texas and Mexico in hope of stopping the parasite's spread. So there you go. Screwworm, New World screwworm.
New World screwworm.
Yeah, something else to worry about.
Right.
Other things. Oh, so we mentioned the hardest working state survey. Americans are hard workers. We do not question that. Putting in an average of 1,805 hours per year, according to the World Economic Forum. That's about 470 hours more than per year, more than Germans work. By the way,
that's right.
Looking at you.
We will work and then we will die.
But it's 447 hours fewer than Colombians report that they work.
Yeah.
Report that they work.
Right. Report that they work.
Even when given the chance to not work as hard, many Americans won't. Americans left 33% of their paid time off unused.
Isn't that insane?
In
They
2023.
report that every year, how much vacation time
Just
is
goes.
not used.
Just goes.
Yeah.
Just goes. While leaving vacation time on the table may seem strange to some people, there are plenty of reasons why workers choose to do so. Some fear that if they take time off, they'll look less dedicated to the job. They'll risk a layoff in that case. Others worry about falling behind on their work, or they're concerned that the normal workflow will not be able to function without them. Yeah, I think
there's an ego issue.
Well, I think you make a better employee if you can step away, and if you delegate properly, stuff will continue to go.
Right.
There won't be any major hiccups or stoppages. But again, that depends on your coworkers as well.
Well, they say the way to know if you're a good manager is if everything can function well when you're not there.
Yeah, exactly.
If you have to be there, you're not managing very well.
Exactly. All right. So the main findings, let's talk about the hardest working states as ranked on a number of different factors. But they totaled up basically the work hours, the dedication, the time off, just kind of surveying out through, is this a well-rounded workforce and how are they doing? All right. So hardest working states in the United States. At number 10, Nebraska. Number 9, Maryland. Then it followed by Wyoming, New Hampshire, Virginia, Hawaii, Texas, followed by the top 3 of South Dakota, Alaska, and North Dakota. Hardest working states in the United States. That's what they say. You want to know, let's see. You want to know where Illinois wraps up?
Yeah.
Number 42 on the list.
Oh, look at there.
Number 42. Indiana, number 33
Michigan.
on the list. Michigan, let's see. There. Nope, not there. Number 50. Number 50 on the hardest working list. Yeah. So we're last. Dead last.
Okay, I would like
according
to say,
to this survey from Wallet Hub. Yes,
I would like to say that
on behalf of Michiganders. Go ahead.
Sure, on behalf of Michiganders, that we should send the Michigan National Guard to shut that place down.
No, stop that.
That's just my opinion.
Yeah, they looked at 10 key factors across these states. They say North Dakota is the hardest working state, in part because it has the 3rd highest employment rate in the country at nearly 98%. So if you go to North Dakota, expect to work.
Because you're a farmer or you're a farmer.
Or you're in the military.
Right.
Plus, workers ages 16 to 64 work an average of 39.6 hours per week, which is the 4th most in the country. People in North Dakota don't take a lot of time for themselves outside of work either. They have the 11th lowest amount of leisure time per day. In addition, 33.5% of workers leave some vacation time unused, which is the 2nd highest percentage in the nation. And then to top things off, both adults and young people stay busy in North Dakota. The state has the 7th lowest share of households where no adults work, and the 2nd lowest share of people ages 18 to 24 with no degree beyond high school who are not in school and not working. So there you go. That's why they rank them at the highest. So you're looking at employment, average work week hours, all that other fun stuff.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, but Michigan lowest on the list.
Fake news.
Followed. Who's in that same neighborhood with us? West Virginia, and then Rhode Island.
Well, Rhode Island's hardly even a state. That's not fair.
I knew that'd get you.
Rhode Island and West Virginia's for lovers. That's all they're interested in.
Yeah, they're just climbing rocks out there. Okay. It is the first day of school, and so we want you to be careful and do well. For those of you who might be of school age and listening, you probably have about 15 minutes to get to your first class.
Right.
Because school starts early in a lot of places.
It does.
What did you find on of trivia related to schools?
I found a list of 10 funny things elementary school kids often say the first day of school.
On the first day of school.
Yeah.
So if your kid is going to elementary school, you might get this from them.
So number 10, if I had a superpower, it would be to make pizza appear whenever I want.
Oh,
That's way more useful than flying.
oh, way more useful than flying. Okay. Okay.
Number 9, how do teachers stay so organized? I can't even find my shoes half the time.
I sympathize with that.
8, my dog ate my homework. Literally, he thought it was a snack.
Okay.
Number 7, I told my teacher I wanted to be a magician, but she said that I needed to learn math first. Magic isn't easy.
Oh, okay.
So
all right.
math and
So
magic
funny
are
things elementary kids in school say.
Yeah. If you eat too many greens, will you turn into a vegetable?
Oh, yeah,
Because
you
I'm
are.
not ready for that kind of life.
You are what you eat.
5, I can't find my homework but I know I saw it somewhere, probably hiding it in my missing socks. Number 4, why do we have to go to school? Can't we just learn how to be superheroes instead? Number 3, when I grow up, I want to be a professional snack tester. It's a serious job, you know.
Yeah, I could see that.
Number
I like
2,
that kid.
if I could be an animal, I would be a unicorn. I mean, who wouldn't want to be all sparkly? And the number one thing that kids said at elementary school, I'm not arguing, I'm just explaining why I'm right.
Was that me?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Top 10 things your elementary kid might say, and it's kind of funny. I like that. Thank you for sharing that list. It's 7:26. It's the WSJM Morning Show. A couple more news items of note. And by the way, watch for the school buses this morning. Again, amber means they're going to stop within 200 feet. And the red lights mean do not pass the school bus because the kids are there. This is probably we're going to give this reminder throughout the week just because people are on a rolling start and everything else. Yeah. Okay. A couple other news items of interest. In a social media post, Donald Trump getting into the Baseball Hall of Fame, not himself, but he's calling for pitcher Roger Clemens to be added to the Baseball Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Yeah, that came a day after the president played golf with Clemens and his son Casey. So
Interesting
they're
correlation.
They're on the golf course. Pure coincidence, I'm sure. Yeah, they're on the golf course, and then the next day, the president says Roger Clemens should be in the Baseball Hall of Fame. I demand this. Clemens is regarded as one of the greatest pitchers in baseball history.
Greatest pitchers of all time.
Was named in the 2007 Mitchell Report on steroids in baseball. Unfortunately. Clemens has always denied allegations that he took any performance-enhancing drugs, but the links tainted the Cy Young Award winner and the home run king, Barry Bonds, also in the eyes of any Hall of Fame voters, so neither of them got in at that point. Earlier in the year, Trump claimed credit for getting Pete Rose reinstated by Major League Baseball, and now he is opening the door on Roger Clemens. Trump's post yesterday said that Clemens, his case is going to be like Pete Rose, where they wouldn't put him in the Hall of Fame until I spoke to the commissioner, and he promised to do so. But it was essentially a promise not kept because he only opened it up when Pete died, and even then, he said Pete Rose only got into the mix because of death. We are not going to let that happen in the case of Roger Clemens. That's what the president said in his social media post.
Don't we have more important things to do than...
I mean, I'm thinking about the screwworm in the United States. We got Ukraine. We got Gaza and Israel.
And we're
a couple of tariffs here and there.
We're worried about the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Sunday's statement included a fundamental misunderstanding, some media sources point out, of how the Baseball Hall of Fame process works. While the president demanded that MLB put Clemens in now, all caps, the Hall of Fame conducts voting with the Baseball Writers Association of America, and the league or commissioner have no authority to unilaterally add players. And unlike Rose, who never appeared on a Hall of Fame ballot, Clemens had his chance to be voted in, making 10 appearances on the ballot between 2013 and 2022 after retiring, but never reached the 75% threshold for induction. I mean, they could bring it up again, I guess.
Well, I'm sure they will at some point, but
I don't think so. I don't know. Anyway, so just a couple of news items there, just to keep you going this morning. All right, we've got more coming up. We've got the latest financial news coming up from Bloomberg. We have our world and national news from ABC, our local news preview, sports. It's all coming up right here on the WSJM Morning Show. Sorry, the coffee was coming back up there. I had to stop.
That could have been shocking.
Yeah.
Especially on the video live.
Good morning. Had a great weekend with Stuart and Samuel. Sawyer's already back to school. He went on Friday back to U of M.
He did? Okay.
And he sent me a picture of his dorm room. It's not a dorm room. I might correct myself. His apartment.
Oh.
Because he's in a house with 5 other dudes. So there's 6 of them in this house.
Nice.
And he, yeah. And let's see, what else? He finally got a bike lock.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, finally got a bike
For
lock.
his Schwinn, his classic
His,
Schwinn.
his classic 1980s era vintage Schwinn that we worked on. And it must have been hard for him because, I mean, I gave him the money for the bike, but the bike was only like $100,
right?
Which is a great deal for a Schwinn, a classic
you.
vintage Schwinn, and for me. Yeah, absolutely. But the deal was he'd have to buy his own bike lock. Have you seen how much these Kryptonite bike locks are?
No.
Have you seen?
No. How much was it?
Like over $100, more
For a
than
bike
the
lock?
Yeah, but I mean, again, he got a great deal on the vintage bike,
right?
Worth more than $100. So it just makes sense.
Yeah.
And his brother, who's never probably ridden a bike since he was 10, kept saying, "You don't need a bike lock. Who's going to steal a bike lock? Nobody rides bikes anymore." That's what he said.
Thanks.
Yeah. Thanks, Stuart. Yeah.
Thanks, Stuart, for the help.
Stuart loves watching the video live stream. Hopefully he's watching right now. Good morning, Stuart, if you are, and happy first day of classes. Stuart drove back to Ithaca yesterday.
Okay.
And it was like a breeze. I mean, it was like a 10 or 11 hour drive. But after driving back from California, from his summer job, I think that's a breeze. That's like nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like going to Meyer.
Yeah. Tire rotation. Do you ever rotate the tires on your vehicle?
Yes.
You have them rotated?
Yes.
How often?
Usually twice a year.
Really?
Yeah.
You do it that frequently?
Yeah.
Okay. Now I feel bad. I haven't rotated my tires ever.
Oh my God. Well,
I mean, maybe maybe not. I don't know.
My thing is as expensive as tires are.
Yeah, they are
it's
expensive.
Good to get all you can out of them.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I'm getting the most out of my tires.
Right.
So you're saying I could get even more out of them if I rotate?
Yeah.
Because I'm probably 2,000 or 3,000 miles over when I should have gotten new tires. Look at my tires when you go out there.
You were supposed to get new tires in the winter.
See, now if I rotate them, can I go another couple of years delay?
No. And your wife should be upset with you.
Yeah. She needs new tires too.
Well,
yeah. It's just, one of those things.
Yeah, well, it's not fun. I mean, tires are one of those, it's like
necessary evils.
Right.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to M&W Tires anniversary. They have a 50th anniversary celebration coming up with Mario Andretti.
Oh,
Mario
really?
Andretti.
How old is Mario Andretti now?
I don't know. Let's see.
Have you ever been to the Indianapolis 500?
Not the actual race, but I have taken a bus ride around the loop.
Okay.
Yeah, you?
Yeah, when I was a kid, actually, I went with my friend and his dad and another guy. Stayed in a motorhome and got an education on human behavior. Not good human behavior.
Oh, what? Like just seeing the people attending?
Yeah, just a ruckus is the best way to put it.
Mario Andretti, he's 85, and he competed in Formula One from 1968 to 1982 and IndyCar from 1964 to 1994. He won the Formula One World Drivers' Championship in 1978 with Lotus and won 12 Grand Prix across 14 seasons.
Wow.
Lotus is a cool car.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
We should get one of those, a station Lotus.
That would be so fun.
Wouldn't that be great?
All right. I probably couldn't fit in it, but
I do want to watch. Isn't that movie Formula One out? Is that out yet?
I don't know.
On streaming, or is it still in the movie theater?
I know I've seen the making of it, like little scenes of that. It's crazy.
Is that Brad Pitt?
Yeah.
Is that who's in that?
Yep.
Yeah. Anyway, it's supposed to be a good movie. But okay. Bernice is there. Hey, Bernice. Good morning. Good to see you. Oh yeah, we have Labor Day coming up. So a week from today, will not be here.
Okay. Well, something will be here.
Yes, we'll have special programming from ABC. ABC News will have special programming, and we will play that. Let me see what it is. Sorry, my computer's being slow, and we've got to get back on the air here. Long form. Okay, Labor Day weekend special, ABC on Monday, Labor Day. Oh, Radioactive, the Karen Silkwood mystery. So that's what's going to be playing here. All right, back in a moment. It's the WSJM Morning Show.
Radio.
The Morning Show with Ken Lundberg on WSJM.
Sorry, we're still gabbing on the video live stream talking about Labor Day. A week from today is going to be your Labor Day holiday, and Mike and I will be sleeping in, taking the day off.
Yep.
Taking the day off. We'll have special radio programming here on WSJM a week from today for Labor Day. And if you happen to be up and watching or listening, you can hear the program. You can also see the best of. We'll play something from the archive on Monday as well on the video live stream.
You know what I feel like? I feel like someone stole like 2 weeks out of August. And then told everybody, no, we didn't. And so everybody just bought into it. And so we're all in denial that they didn't steal 2 weeks from us. But it really feels like someone stole the middle 2 weeks of August.
It did. I mean, it just August truly flew by.
Right.
Because as I mentioned, it feels like just less than 2 weeks ago that we were in mid-August.
Right. And I've talked to other people who were like, oh my gosh, what happened to August?
Yeah.
You're like, I know. And then you see them a couple days later and they're just like, oh, well.
You know what it is?
What?
3-Eye Atlas. It's that thing that's supposed to be, it's masquerading as a comet, but a lot of people are saying it might be an alien ship.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's stealing time right there.
Oh, yeah. Probably fueled by time.
What if, here's an idea for a movie.
Yeah.
The space aliens come and they don't want to take our resources or anything except for time. They steal time. They're like time bandits.
Time bandits.
Time bandits. And they're stealing time. What does that do? And they stole August. All right, enough of that.
That's just the beginning.
7:37. It's the WSJM Morning Show. I'm Ken Lundberg. Here with me, my friend in conspiracy is Mike Weibel. Today's forecast does call, believe it or not, for some partly sunny skies. Whether we get them or not depends on how the lake feels. We are experiencing some lake effect rain showers today, and we're supposed to continue that chance of lake effect rain showers through this afternoon. A high today around 70 degrees if we're lucky. I think by the lakeshore we're probably going to see highs closer in the 60s. Let's see. Yeah. 67 for a high in Benton Harbor. 66 is the projected high for St. Joseph. And 68 in New Buffalo. So that's the warmest we're going to get by the lake. Tonight's forecast, partly cloudy, a 20% chance of lake effect rain showers, low around 53. Tuesday, partly sunny, chance of lake effect rain showers and a high around 70 degrees. Partly cloudy on Wednesday, high of 73. And Thursday, partly sunny, a chance of showers and a high around 76. More news right now, ABC, and then we'll get the latest from our local newsroom and then Michigan News Network.
Sherry Preston. Outside an immigration office in Baltimore, supporters of Kilmar Abrego Garcia rallying as he arrives, turning himself in to face deportation, not to an El Salvadoran prison where he was mistakenly sent earlier this year, this time to Uganda, which has a deal with the Trump administration to take in migrants. With armed National Guard troops patrolling Washington, D.C., the Trump administration now said to be eyeing other U.S. cities to take over.
If you think back to what happened in Los Angeles, the ostensible purpose of that deployment, the president and the White House said, was to protect ICE in its operations as U.S. government officials. But the administration will acknowledge, the vice president said it just a few days ago, that they don't have the kind of power that they do in other cities like D.C.
ABC's Jay O'Brien in Washington. An Israeli strike on Nasser Hospital in southern Gaza has killed more than a dozen people. This is ABC News.
WSJM News Now. Team coverage from the WSJM Newsroom on News Talk Sports 94.9 WSJM.
7:39 WSJM Morning Show continues. I'm Ken Lundberg. Some of the news stories that we have coming up just after 8 o'clock this morning. No injuries reported after the Van Buren County Sheriff's Department had to rescue some jet skiers from the rough waters of Lake Michigan over the weekend. Yeah, well, the red flags were out on Saturday. So were a few jet skiers. Somebody got turned over, and then all of a sudden the law enforcement and first responders had to go out there and help. So Good news is nobody was injured. They just got some water up their nose. But we'll talk about that. That's coming up a little after 8 o'clock this morning. Also, Present Pillars, we know them here in Benton Harbor, has suspended all programming at their Pillar Center in downtown due to some building safety issues. We'll explore that story. That's coming up just after 8. And also, if you're looking for an opportunity to volunteer and be around some of the up-and-comers in collegiate golf, there's an opportunity for you. Point Woods Golf and Country Club in Benton Township seeking volunteers for the first ever Jim DeLappa Collegiate Golf Tournament. It's happening next month.
Wow.
Yeah, you going to volunteer?
No.
Maybe? No? Okay. All
I
right.
just don't have time.
You
But
just- you
if I
can-
was retired, though, I would.
You could golf.
Yeah,
We could sneak you on as a college kid.
Right. Enlisted LMC virtual class.
There you go. All right.
But when they used to have the Western Amateur, I used to volunteer. I used to caddy at the Western Amateur, and Tiger Woods was out there.
Oh,
I
man.
caddied for Scott Verblank. You see all these college kids at the time who now are senior PGA golfers, but yeah, it was amazing. And then when you see them, you feel like, oh my gosh, I knew him at 20 or 21.
I knew them back when. I could tell. I could tell. So did you see Tiger play at all?
No. I mean, I remember his name being up there, but no, I didn't.
Yeah, that'd have been so cool.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for that kind of opportunity,
Yeah.
check it out. Look at the story on our website. We have more information and a link of how to do it. Just Point Woods as well, and look for that story. All right, 741 WSJM Morning Show continues. We're going to continue on the video live stream here in just a moment.
The Michigan.
All right, 741 WSJM Morning Show continues. It's Monday, August 25th. We've got, let's see, sports on there because Dave Wolf is out today. He's got some health issues. Mike, your family has been dealing with some health issues of late.
We have.
What's going on?
My wife's been battling an illness, and we've spent, let's see, in the past 8 weeks, we spent 4.5 of those in 4 different hospitals.
Oh my
and when
gosh.
I say 4 different hospitals, counting Corwell as Grand Rapids and then Corwell Lakeland, and also Mayo Clinic. And
I'm sorry.
No, it's been difficult, but one of the things that I really appreciate, and I think sometimes gets lost, is the heart and the diligence of healthcare workers, especially at Lakeland. We were just there last week she was staying there, and she had a nurse. Her name was Bree. Bree was amazing. Some amazing doctors as you go throughout. There's too many doctors to mention, but like Dr. Soto was one of them. Dr. Saul. There's just some amazing, gifted, talented people. Dr. Graham in the ER. That would come by and help and facilitate, and especially our time that we spent in the ER. Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
You've never sat in the ER and listened to the craziness that goes on in there sometimes.
Yeah.
It's bizarre.
Yeah.
In fact, I went and got her some soup and came back and brought all the nurses cookies from Tosti's Cafe.
You did?
Yeah. Because I'm like, oh my gosh, what a difficult day. And they were like, oh, this is like this all the time. So this is just what they do. But it's a gifted, unsung part. And sometimes I think the politics around healthcare kind of makes it seem like, well, people aren't as good as they're supposed to be or whatever. But I'm telling you, just top-notch care, top-notch people. And we just appreciate everybody there was a lady, my wife would be sleeping. There was a lady from housekeeping that would come in, and she would open the door and she'd say, housekeeping. And I'd go, she's sleeping.
Yeah.
And she would literally tiptoe in, grab a trash can, tiptoe out, take the can out.
Yeah.
Because she didn't want to wake her up.
Yeah.
And it just is really good people doing really good things. And I just really appreciate what everybody has done.
Yeah. Yeah. So hats off and thank you to the folks at Corwell who are taking great care of your individuals.
Yes.
Yeah. And many individuals out there. I mean, I agree with you. If you've spent any time in an emergency room, you've got either you or your loved one is going through crisis in that moment. And then you look around you and you see, like you said, chaos happening. And who's keeping a level head through all of that? It's the people who are caring for you and getting you the treatment that you need. So we appreciate you. So hats off.
We were on the neuro ortho floor, and there was a lady on the corner where the nurse's station was at. And every time when I would get out there, she was always yelling for something. And so she would just yell, catch up. I need ketchup. And then, where's my ice cream? I was supposed to have ice cream 10 minutes ago. And I was like, oh my gosh. You know, you're out there, you're dealing with a crisis in another room, and somebody's complaining they didn't get their ice cream fast enough. You know, it's thankless, I'm sure.
I hope you don't put ketchup on your ice cream.
Yeah, well, some people did. My cousin, when we were younger, would take vanilla ice cream.
Yeah.
He would chop up bologna.
Oh no.
Mix bologna into it, and then put ketchup on top.
I don't know who I feel worse for, the bologna or the ice cream in that situation.
I know. Ice cream is just a victim, but yeah, bologna, ketchup, vanilla ice cream. That was his thing.
Well, our thoughts and prayers with you and Heidi, and I know she's battling something incredible right now. So, and you know, you're going through a lot as the spouse there. So, our love and sympathy to you all.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
Absolutely. And I know everyone on the video live stream feels the same. Bernice says she's volunteered at Corewell. So thank you to you and all the other volunteers as well. Makes a big difference.
Oh, it really does.
Because people really just want to know that they're being heard, that they're there.
Right.
And that somebody is focused on helping them out. Yeah. Yeah. Spending time in hospital. No fun.
No
fun at all.
But people don't really do. There was a lady up there, and I was joking with her a little bit. She was from dietary, bringing food and whatnot. And she looked at me and she goes, "You have a pretty good personality for a man." I was like, "Ow, thanks." She laughed.
She was flirting with you.
I don't know, but pretty good personality for a man.
You have a pretty good personality for a man.
Right.
That's great. 7:46. It's the WSJM morning show. Lake effect rain. Is it? Yeah.
Lake effect rain. Who would have thought? We have to deal with lake effect snow.
Yeah.
And now we get lake effect, but I'm not complaining because we definitely need
rain. We do need the rain.
So on hole number 7 at Harbor Shores, there's kind of like a planked runway to get out to the tee box, and it's just a swamp around there, you know.
Okay.
And this year it's been pretty much just mud because there's not enough rain
for a swamp. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
But there's a big snapping turtle that always sits right by the tee box, and we call him Dave.
Why do you call him Dave?
I don't know. He just looks like a Dave. So he wallers down in the mud. He catches the mud, and every once in a while he pokes his head up. But when he has learned that when the carts vibrate on there, the people will feed him. And so he'll look up at you. And so I always stop at the Jack Shack and I'll see if I'm about getting like a piece of sausage or something like that. And I'll go by and we'll go, "Dave," and he'll look up, and then you throw it and he'll crawl over there. We've only seen Dave once this year because there's not been enough water, but
I might have. I wonder if Dave was the one that I was helping move off the road.
You might have.
Okay.
Although Dave seems like he's kind of got his spot, you know.
Hang on one second. We'll be right back. It's the WSJM morning show.
All day with high temperatures right around 68. Breezy tonight. We drop down to 53. Still a chance of a few rain showers. And tomorrow, partly sunny. A few lake effect rain showers. High temperatures again in the mid and upper 60s. I'm WSBT 22 Chief Meteorologist Carrie Peugeot.
The Morning Show with Ken and Friends on 94.9 WSJM.
7:48 WSJM morning show. It's Monday, August 25th. I'm Ken Lundberg. Here with me is Mike Weibel. Time for the Moody on the Market update. It's brought to you by Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today, your local auto owners insurance agency in St. Joseph and in Niles. If you missed the video live stream, you miss a lot. We were talking about a whole bunch of different things.
It's unfiltered, actually.
It's unfiltered. It's very unfiltered. And we only put a minor filter on here for the radio.
Right.
Right. Because there are those 7 words that George Carlin said we can't say.
That's right.
On the radio. And that's probably about it. Anyway. But on the video live stream, we were talking about Mike, and your family's going through some situation right now. But you know, as a guiding light, as a light of positivity, you've got some great kudos you want to hand out.
Yeah. So, you know, one thing is when you are dealing with a family member that's going through a health crisis, if you've not had to do that before, you only know the hospital as that big building and insurance companies and all that. When you have to go in through the ER and you have to get treatment while you're in the ER and go through that whole process, there's a whole backstage thing that you don't see when you
Yeah.
think about the hospital. And it's difficult. So at one time, we spent 30 hours in the ER
Yeah.
because we were waiting for a bed. And it was just, you hear the stuff going on and the crisis is going on, and the nurses, they go from room to room and have to shut off what they just walked out of and walk into there and be positive and upbeat. And sometimes people are belligerent and are confused. And the staff in the ER, Dr. Graham that we had in the ER were just amazing. The nurses were amazing. And then we got moved up to the upstairs. Transport people were great. Everybody that I came in contact with at Lakeland was just big hearts, very caring, would do everything they could that was possible. And I realized, sometimes you don't mesh with somebody personality wise, but I appreciate the fact that this is the vocation that they have chosen. And they do everything that they can every day that they're there to make someone's life better when they're in a very difficult situation. And they don't get rattled and they don't get frustrated. I'm sure they get frustrated, but they don't let you see it. And as we were talking the video live part, as I was walking, there was a lady down the hallway, and she every once in a while would push her call button and yell really loud, "I need ketchup!"
Ketchup.
So you got the ketchup lady who's wanting ketchup immediately, and somebody else who's needing a transfusion or something. But the doctors, Dr. Soto, Dr. Graham, Dr. Saul, the infectious disease doctor, everybody that we came in contact with, so kind, so nice. Unfortunately, we spent a little bit of time in ICU. One of the things that they did in ICU was they came by and said, "Hey, every morning at 9 o'clock, we do rounds. You're more than welcome to be a part of that." And so I stepped out of our room. There were anywhere from 8 to 10 doctors, nurses, other people, all with their computers on little rollers. They would go through their report to each other, ask me for my input. We talked through things. They appreciated some of the input that I had. It was just, again, a tremendous experience. And so whatever your past concept is, or your thoughts are about hospital and healthcare workers, man, they have a really difficult job, and the people at Lakeland are just amazing.
Yeah. Hats off to the staff there and the volunteers included, as somebody pointed out on our video live stream. Bernice did. You're in a time of crisis, and it's comforting to know that there are professionals there ready to help. So we appreciate that. Thanks for sharing.
Thank
that.
you. When you're there, and you've got somebody, a nurse that does a really good job, or somebody, you're stressed out, you forget sometimes that, but taking a moment to say thank you, or when sometimes we're in the ER, I would bring cookies in or something like that for the nurses, and they would, everybody was very appreciative. But those types of little things, even though it's just a small gesture, it just lets people know that what they're doing is important.
Yeah. And again, our thoughts, prayers, and strength for you and your family, and all the best to Heidi. And we know that everything will work out as it's supposed to. So thank you.
Thanks.
Moody on the Market update this hour brought to you by Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today, your local auto owner's insurance agency in St. Joseph and in Niles. And talking about Van Buren County, it seems like everyone's updating their parks plan right now. Yeah. So Van Buren County, they got to do it every 5 years. Everyone's on the same calendar. Van Buren County is seeking public input on their new parks plan. If you like to get up there and enjoy their parks, they want you to give them input on what they might be doing better. Van Buren County residents are being invited to take a new survey on what they'd like to see done with their park system. The Southwest Michigan Planning Commission's Marcy Hamilton tells us the county is now updating their 5-year parks plan. That, in part, is a necessary item so that they can get grants.
There you go.
And help further enhance the public parks. Hamilton notes that Van Buren County is just a couple of years ago established a parks commission and a parks millage. So now it has a real opportunity to really understand and grow the footprint of its parks as its residents want. They technically have about 5 parks. They're pretty small ones in Paw Paw, a little courtyard park. There's a veterans garden in Paw Paw. Then they have the county fairgrounds. That's their largest property. They also own some property along the Lake Michigan coast called Syndicate Park Dunes. It's actually not an established park yet, but part of the survey is asking the community what the county should do with that property. And so this is a chance for anyone to get involved in the creation of a new park at the ground level, should the county leaders decide to turn that dunes area and protect it into a park. So the survey's online. It's available through September 21st. And if you want to check it out, go to moodyonthemarket.com and look for that very story. The Moody on the Market update this hour brought to you by Insurance Management Service. Call IMS today, your local auto owner's insurance agency in St. Joseph and in Niles. It's 7:54. Back with more after a couple of messages here on WSJM.
Rich Fran and Tara Collins.
All right, back on the video live stream. All right, let's see what's going on in the live stream. Teresa says, have a great day. Teresa says, thoughts and prayers, Mike.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, it is the WSJM morning show. The video live stream continues. Remember that story I talked about last week about the Villanova fake shooter?
Yes.
There was another one, another fake shooter alert at Villanova.
At Villanova?
At Villanova, yeah. For the second time in less than a week, Villanova University was the scene of an active shooter hoax report from yesterday, prompting police to once again clear buildings. This at the campus before investigators determined the incident was not legitimate. The false call came in at around 11 a.m. It was directed at Austin Hall at Villanova, which is a student dorm on the campus. Law enforcement had confirmed it to be false. Officers are working to clear the campus and restore normal operations. Let's see. It was the second time in 4 days that Villanova had been targeted in what authorities described as a swatting incident, a fake report intended to prompt large law enforcement response. On Thursday, Villanova University received another report of a possible shooter at its law school, but that report was later determined to be a hoax as well. Yeah, what are they doing? What are
It's gonna
kids?
be so frustrating.
Was it somebody who didn't get in?
Could be, yeah.
Didn't get into Villanova and is
Right.
incredibly angry about it?
Or got thrown out.
Well, they're going to get more than that if
Right.
people catch them. That's not good. Let's see.
Did you see over the weekend that Tommy Fleetwood won the FedEx PGA Champions Cup?
I did not see this.
He did. So Tommy has won. He's from England, so he's won stuff in the European Tour, but he's never actually won outright a US PGA tournament. He's been in the lead enough times and lost the lead like the last day.
Oh.
He just lost a tournament last weekend. He was ahead by 3 strokes and fell apart. And it was just like his thing where he's just like, he's always going to be number 2, number 3. He cannot. And he comes this weekend and holds everybody off, including Scotty Scheffler.
Wow.
To win the FedEx Cup. And you know how much money they gave him to be the winner?
You told me this earlier, and I was astounded. How much?
$10 million was the purse.
For him?
Just for him.
Just for the winner?
Yep.
Wow. That's huge.
Second place got $4 million. It was shared.
What a great time not to choke.
Right. Exactly. So you think, so first place was $10 million. Second place is $4 million. Third place is $2 million.
Man.
And tied for 7th place is down to $1 million. So you think about, you literally have $1 million putts. You miss a putt and it costs you millions of dollars.
Wow.
Yeah. But hats off to Tommy Fleetwood. I was rooting for him all weekend. He pulled it off. He's got to just be crazy excited.
Yeah.
And probably needs a financial advisor.
Well, yeah. Probably needs a financial advisor. I like that. But Tommy Fleetwood, and so that's 2 exciting things to happen to him this year.
Yeah.
I mean, number 1, he wins the FedEx.
Right.
Number 2, Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks reissue their first album.
There you go.
Together.
Right.
Because he's probably a Fleetwood Mac fame.
I would think.
I wonder if he is related to Mick Fleetwood. Can you look that up? See if
will.
Tommy Fleetwood is related to Mick Fleetwood? Because I'm sure everyone wants to know this.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Back in just a moment. It's the WSJM Morning Show. Let's see. What do we got here? Let's do this one. Okay. We'll be right back.
Factory authorized dealer.
From the Pat Moody Studios, this is WSJM FM Benton Harbor, St. Joseph, a product of Midwest Family Marketing and Media. Proudly serving our community. The Morning Show with Ken and Friends on 94.9 WSJM.
Did you find out?
Yes. The answer is no. Both of them have been asked if they're related to one another, and both of them have agreed that no, they are not related.
Tommy Fleetwood.
Yep.
The winner of the, what is it?
The FedEx Cup.
The FedEx Cup
Yep.
PGA over the weekend won a $10 million purse.
Yep.
That's amazing.
It is.
That's reason alone to perfect your golf game.
Right. Tell
10 million.
Samuel to get out there today.
Yeah.
Swing that golf club,
Hey,
Samuel.
look at that. And there's sunshine out there.
There
He
is.
he was bugging me this weekend. And I told you he wanted to borrow my pings. And I said, no.
Not going to happen.
Not going to happen. It's 7:59. It's the WSJM morning show. Partly sunny skies, and we've got some sunshine out there right now. Still have a chance of lake effect showers hanging around. High today, probably in the upper 60s for most areas. Warmer, could be around 70. Good morning. It's 8 o'clock.
From ABC News, I'm Sherry Preston.